The Painful Excellence Podcast.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Drew Titan Bronze on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. That's the Painful Excellence Podcast. Let's move. Wow. Now, I want to try and stick to one topic tonight. It's going to be difficult because the events involving this case is happening in real time right now. But one of the many things that this case reminds all of us is that, ladies, your past matters. And I'm going to prove it. All right, I'm going to prove it. Let's do this roll call real quick. The Queen Amanaz in the building. Yeah, I'm going to drop the link later. Salute to you, Queen. Sheila, salute. Yes, ma'am. Good to see you. My brother Derek Gaines, I was super busy today. Seeing doctors and had to go to the job, drop off some paperwork, all kinds of stuff, man. My apologies. We're going to talk soon, good brother. Mister, what's going on, brother? How you feel? Mark Wunderlich in the building. Salute. Mr. Tiptoe, salute to you, good brother. Chilltown Majors, what's going on? Rod Neal in the building. Phenomenal Mexican, what's going on? Insane Talk, what's going on, brother? Dal Anderson, smash the like button, like and share the video. We are our own algorithm. We do not leave it up to YouTube to share our video. They don't like it. They don't like me very much because I haven't been assimilated, and they don't care to support everything that I do, and that's fine. So, here I am. So let's have a conversation. Hersey, salute. Let's have a conversation. There's been a lot of talk about, now again, this is the Diddy and Cassie, we all know what they're trying to charge him with. That's really not the conversation this evening. What I want to talk about is what the title is. The title of this show is Cassie is Further Proof That Your Past Matters. We're going to talk about the case as it happens in real time. But I need you guys to understand, there's been a lot of debates, open panels, live panels. Y'all seen it over the last 3 years when the topic of a woman's past comes up. You'll have a group of men saying, no, your past matters. You have some women say, no, the past does matter. And then you have some women that say, no, past doesn't matter. You know what I noticed? The women that are saying the past doesn't matter are the women that have the dirty past. Dead serious. Snoop, what up, Snoop? Amanaz, my queen, salute. You know what I mean? And I could really keep this simple, but we're gonna drag it out. And anybody that disagrees with me, if you're new here, whether you're male or female, it's fine. When I drop the link, you're welcome to come up and discuss why you feel that a woman's past doesn't matter. Because this is open and shut right here. Her past matters. This is the worst case scenario. She never thought that everything she did with Diddy and those freak offs, that's what they're calling it now. Before, y'all know that was pretty much what I call hood talk, a freak off. Now it's become mainstream. Whenever you hear the term freak off, you're gonna remember that Diddy made it popular. He didn't make it up. I've heard that term long before. These guys use things that they hear in the community. And now it's mainstream media. Congratulations. And never in a million years did she ever think. I mean, I'm sure, her husband, he knew about, she had some some things in the past, but to this level, probably not. He probably didn't think it was that bad. And I understand that yesterday he was in the court, supporting his wife, because that's what a good husband does. And as he's listening to his wife's testimony, I don't think he ever imagined that it was that bad, unless he's some sort of cuck. He's there because he more than likely, I'm just gonna assume, more than likely was standing by his woman like a good man's supposed to do, and she told him some things. But see, now, Cassie, you're under oath, and they're trying to hit this brother with everything that doesn't make sense. I'm gonna talk about, what they're hitting him with probably during the weekend or maybe Monday, because the charges are ridiculous, and the roots of the charges, y'all have to understand that it comes from Jack Johnson. Do your research. They didn't like that brother going across state lines with white women. J-Man, salute. So they changed the whole law because of him. But now it's etched in stone, and they're trying to hit various men for this thing called trafficking. So let me get this straight. You fly a woman out, you like her, you hit her up on the DM, you have a conversation, you pay for her flight, you pay for her hotel, you hang out with her, y'all have relations or whatever, and then you send her home. All of a sudden that's trafficking, according to the law. Now, I'm telling you, cases like this, they're gonna have to start changing the laws, the wording of the laws. But we're not here to talk about that. I'll dive into that more on Monday. What I want to talk about is Cassie's husband. Oh boy. They showed him leaving the courtroom, and listen, let me ask y'all a question. Maybe I should put up a poll, right? Let me do this. Let's do this. Start a poll. Is Cassie's marriage over? And would you stay? Okay, that's the question. Is Cassie's marriage over? And would you stay? That's the poll. Let me put it up on Drew Titan LLC. Start a poll. Is Cassie's marriage over? And would you stay? Oh wait, let me remove that. Start a poll. Y'all go ahead and vote. Yeah. Is Cassie's marriage over? And would you stay? I'm not judging anybody. I'm not. But I know me. I just wouldn't. I'm telling you straight up, I wouldn't. But let's discuss how this fella, first of all, I'm talking to men and women in the chat. If your significant other had to take the stand and was telling what was going on, and you hear what Cassie's saying, fellas, could you deal with that? Now, from what I understand, this brother got up and he walked out the damn courtroom. He was like, bring me up to speed about how, were they together when he went to the house and They smashed on her floor, and he finished inside, and his eyes was black. She was with him at that time, right? She was with this guy, right? Now to 86 in that super chat, much love and appreciation. She says, salute Drew and salute to the mighty LDBC, man. Salute to you, good brother. Much love and appreciation. Thank you so much. I mean, come on. She said his eyes were black. What, he turned into a demon or something? I don't know. Can I ask y'all a question? He's finding out about her past. He knew she was with him, and I don't think he knew how deep the rabbit hole went. They're trying to hit this dude with all kinds of charges, and I'm gonna tell you something. She was in the middle of all of that. So whatever criminal charges, outside of trafficking and stuff like that, if they try and hit him with something else, I don't know, is maintaining a weird amount of excessive baby oil, is that a crime? I don't know. They're checking to see if she's involved. Michael Fleming, salute. They're checking to see if this chick is involved. But she has to be very, very transparent as to the sexual relationship that they had. And now this dude, her husband, has to sit back and listen to it. And the word I got was that he was so grossed out, he walked out the damn courtroom. Because she was doing things with Diddy that she more than likely wasn't doing with him. Do you know why? Now, brothers, I need you to pay attention. Are you listening? Are you listening? Because these are things we talk about all the time, and time reveals all truth, because everything we've ever said is true. In this case, you're seeing it. Do you know why? She more than likely is not doing things with her husband as she did with Diddy, and he was actually paying dudes to come smash her while he recorded it. And I mean, just look, Diddy he's a freak, man. Normal intercourse doesn't get this guy off. He needs that top-notch, ridiculous things that you see on the DVDs or on these weird sites, because normal intercourse don't do it for him. These are the people he rubs elbows with. But you know why she is still dealing with Diddy? Because she gets down like that. She's not a victim, y'all. Everything that he did with this woman, he didn't beat her up and make her do it. Don't believe what you see in that video. He kicked her ass in that video. He did. But that had nothing to do with her being a victim. They had a quarrel, and he got way too physical with her. That was OD. That was OD. But from what I understand, she went through his phone. That's why while he was in the shower, that's why he came out there with a towel on. And I understand that he was dealing with another famous chick, and she went through his text and got mad and was leaving. And he was on some get your ass back in here. But at no point was she a victim. How long? Put it in the chat. How long was she with him? How long was she in a relationship with this dude? With Diddy? Thomas, what up? How long was she in a relationship with Diddy? Y'all tell me. Right. She was in a relationship for a long time, wasn't she? A long time. And then what happened? She left, but she was still dealing with him off and on. So in order to for her to get well, yeah, it was over 10 years, phenomenal Mexican, yeah. In order for her to get well and rinse herself off of that Diddy juice or oil or whatever joke you want to add, this guy right here on the right hand side, he was the fallback plan. Go subscribe to my Patreon, because I'm gonna do a whole Patreon about, fellas, if you are the second choice, you're no choice. Don't even bother. If you're not the first choice, leave her alone. Okay? So she was in a mental recovery stage. But her relationship with Diddy, she was used to it. Over a decade of that stuff, she never wanted to stop. She didn't want to stop. But sometime for a decade. But let me take that back. Their relationship more than likely ran its course. But she was used to getting things a certain way. Her bedroom action, her idea of what bedroom action is, has been warped. You dealing with this dude for over a decade of that stuff? There was no crime. Everything was consensual. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And into this gentleman right here. And I don't think that he even knew how deep this rabbit hole went. But his mistake was he didn't properly investigate her. It's either that or he had no real he's never dealt or interacted with a woman on this level, because she's flawed and she's wrecked. She is wrecked. She's absolutely wrecked. It's done. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. A woman like this, fellas, you know you're not supposed to be dealing with her on a serious level, right? You're really not. She's destroyed. And I'm not even gonna say, when I say she's destroyed, I'm not saying, oh, she needs therapy, she needs help. No. For her to be around Diddy for 10 years or more, she was there because she wanted to. Don't give me that he had some mental grip on her and manipulation. No. Are y'all women smart or not? One minute y'all the smartest woman in the world and y'all don't need no man and this, that, and the third. The next minute y'all get manipulated. Which one is it? Pick one. Pick a goddamn struggle. She's not a victim. She was there because she wanted to be there. Okay? She was there because she wanted to be there. And fellas, y'all mess up when y'all play Captain Save-A-Ho. Listen, can I ask y'all a question? Is it safe to say that she was a hoe that got smutted out? How else do you explain it? Oh, well, hoes get paid. Did she not walk away from the situation with $20 million, but she's still on the bench? Under orders. Under orders, right? Philip D in the building, salute. Is she not, testifying? Screw that 20 million. The feds are telling you to talk. So, is she a smut? Is she a whore that got smutted out? Well, you're hearing it in real time. The answer is absolutely she is. My thing is this: own it. Own it. You did it. Don't get on there, Andrew 100, salute. Don't get on here talking about, the humanity. Oh, I didn't know. No. 10 years. Now one cry for help. And matter of fact, wait a minute. I'm missing something. Didn't she leave a good man to go mess with Diddy? Am I wrong on that? Is this the same girl? Didn't she have a good dude and left him and started messing with Diddy? Am I wrong on that? I've been out the loop for a little bit, but didn't I hear that? Did I mishear that? Or is that somebody else? Oh, Rod, I don't know. That could be the case. Like I said, he could be a cuck. I don't know. Amina says, yep, she did and cheated on Alex with Diddy. You see what I mean? You see that? You see that? DP Rocker says, Ryan Leslie. So she was in a good pretty good standard that we know, because what did she say bad? Did she say anything bad about her previous relationship? What I do know is I heard that she left dude to go be with Diddy. Let me ask y'all another question. When Diddy kicked her ass and it was caught on video, did she leave then? How much longer did she stay after that? Give me a number, y'all, because I don't know. Educate me. Educate me. After he beat her ass and it was caught on video. JC, my brother, salute. Let me ask y'all a question. He kicks her ass, it's caught on video, the world went crazy, but how old was that video? And how long, Bill D, what up? And how long did she stay? Oh, Amanaz, don't tell me that. It was another 4 years she stayed? Oh, Lord. She's not a victim. Let me tell you something. They had that kind of relationship. That was just the first time it was caught on video. You understand? It's the same thing I said with Chris Brown and Rihanna. Rihanna didn't want to railroad Chris Brown. Everybody wanted to railroad him. But I told y'all, I know people. And I know a guy that knew a guy that worked security with them. And he told my boy, it's like, yo, that was just the first time he got caught on video or pictures. They were always fighting. And it was physical. The International Quiet Storm in the building. Salute, good brother. Yeah. Y'all make sure y'all like and share the video. I mean, I appreciate y'all spending y'all Friday with me. I got time now. This is wild work right here. This is wild, wild work. Derek Gaines, the legend. 704 Joe, salute. She's not a victim. They're trying to railroad Diddy, but let's not get too deep into the case. But we're talking about why your past matters. Hey, ladies, you want me to be consistent? Let me put it on the men for a minute. Ladies, I need you to listen very carefully. You meet a guy at a regular lounge, nothing crazy. He's sipping on something light. He approaches you, y'all talk. He checks a majority of the boxes. He's over 6 feet tall. He might not have that six pack, but he's not overweight. You know, he's middle-aged. He has a career. He makes close to 100 grand a year. And, you know, he's a good dude. You know, 5-6 years of retirement age. You know, now, you know, you done slept with him. And y'all in a relationship. And let me ask y'all a question. Ladies, I'm talking to the ladies now. Some of y'all move fast without asking the right questions. Let's say now, you're like, all right, I'm getting serious with this dude, so I'm gonna need to find out some shit. Do you have kids? He says no. Okay. So yeah, I ain't got no worry about no baby mama drama. No. Well, what kind of women did you usually deal with? I mean, give me some examples. So now you're at his house, and he just knocked your socks off, and it's like, all right, this guy, he might be the one. So now you're talking. Now you're getting in depth. Now you want to know about him. And he says, okay, my past, you know, I'm in my 40s, and let me see, my ex, there was Tina, there was Sophia 3 years before that. There was Justine and Mark. Excuse me? Is Mark short for Marquisha or Marquina or? Oh no, babe. Nah. Well, a little after college, I was in my experimental phase and dated a dude named Mark for about a year. You know, he moved away. You know, didn't work out, and you know, we ain't keep in contact.
What?
Now, ladies, y'all understand now? Don't you be honest? Hard win, salute. Be honest, ladies. Wouldn't that have been something you would like to have known before you crawled into bed with dude? What is that too extreme? What I just shared with you actually happened to a homegirl of mine. And the ugly devil showed his head. And I told her, I think homie lying. He snuck that in to see if you stuck around, and you stuck around, and guess what? The devil showed his ugly face again, because then you found out some shit later on. But ladies, wouldn't you have liked to have known that he was dipping and diving into that prior? So that means his past mattered, right? Wait, okay. That's a little too extreme. Okay, let me lighten it up. Same situation, and you start asking about his past, and it's all women, he ain't got no children, whatever. And then you start asking him, well, what did you do for a living? You're in this job, you're in the IT, and you're making 6 figures, and that's nice, and everything seems a little too good to be true. And you're like, well, your IT work, you're making 6 figures, but you live in New York, or you live in Chicago, or you live in LA. This place that you have, with all due respect, it doesn't match your salary. Do you do anything else on the side? And there's no other way to tell you but the truth. And then you find out 12 years prior, he was in another state and he was moving heavy weight of drugs. Anthony, what up? Heavy drugs. Heavy drugs. And he washed his money. He told you he got out the game. But whatever money he had, he ended up buying this property. Now you're in this big ass house and it's like, whoa, this is nice, but it don't match the IT job he has. So he's telling you the car outside, the home you're in, he paid for full cash. Shakira, salute, queen. And you find out his past was in street narcotics. He was a street pharmacist. Now, you've been with this dude for almost a year now, and now you find that out. Do you A, ignore it, or B, are you looking over your shoulder? Because the more you can't help but the more you F around, the more you're gonna find out. You can't help but understand, hey man, I know he did something in the street that pissed somebody off, and at any point, if they see him or find him, if you don't even know if someone's looking for him, there's a chance that you could be in the middle of it, in the car, bullet come flying. Bullet ain't got no name on it. Be in the house, someone kicked in the door. It's like, whoa, what I just told you happened to another lady that I know. And she got so nervous, she had to boogie out of that. You know why? He kept insisting, hey, everything's fine, but this nigga had guns all over the house. It's not fine. You're anticipating somebody might be coming to get you. Wouldn't that be something you might want to know before you decide to get involved? So that would mean your past matters, right? You see, ladies, it's deeper than just a sexual encounter. See, here's the thing with Cassie, though. She left her man to get with Diddy because Diddy was more, not only that he was rich, but he was exciting. Y'all see how Diddy talks to people. Y'all see him behind the scenes, how he talks to his artists. He's a boss, and he don't take no shit. That excited her. And she dealt with what comes with that. If he's a boss with his artists, he's also a boss around her. That's why her ass ain't go anywhere for 10 years. These women don't want no suckers. Tell me I'm lying. That's why she stuck around for 10 long years. That's why. And when enough was really enough, and things started to hit the fan, and she had a lot of dirt on him, he said, 20 million, you shut your mouth. And she agreed to that. In order to get herself mentally out of that 10 years of freaking off that she loved, what did she do? She ran to this gentleman's arms and trying to be normal. But while she was with him, she was still banging the ex. Hence the story we just heard, how he comes to the house or wherever that was, and then banged on the goddamn floor, and his eyes were black. When this brother heard it, he got up and walked out the courtroom. He was disgusted. This is the woman I impregnated. This is the woman I'm choosing to spend the rest of my life with. I never knew it was this deep. Either he was scared to ask, or she left out key points like all these freak offs, or he's a cuck. Those are the three options. Me personally, I can conduct the interview and pretty much put two and two together. But a girl like Cassie, she's too far gone. You don't wife this at all. I don't give a damn if she goes to the church and does a cannonball into a whole pool of holy water and gets baptized 9 times. No, she's done. She's done. Because she's mentally gone. If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are y'all trying? She's done, man. She's done. She was getting dicked down by stars. There's probably dudes that ran up in it. There's probably porn dudes that ran up in it. Matter of fact, I heard it was porn dudes. Diddy was flying dudes out to, yo, come smash Cassie. And I'm going to watch and I'm going to beat off. I heard that's what, look, this is what he does, man. And I'm going to tell you something else. I knew about this Diddy shit before it even hit the news. I knew about it since the 90s. I know dudes in the industry that have been around this guy. I ain't gonna put their names out there. Then a lot of them aren't in the industry anymore. They just went away and was like, yo, I'm not dealing with this. Freak offs, right? I don't mean to drag anyone's name because I'm not. I'm just gonna tell the truth. Y'all remember Craig Mack? Didn't he leave Bad Boy kind of suddenly? And I'm gonna give you another thing to think about. Y'all know, I think he died of AIDS, did he not? Craig Mack? Didn't he die of AIDS? I know he had died and then it came out later. They say the information was leaked by accident. I don't believe that. But I think the brother died of AIDS. Can you believe this? Now what happened, man? Now, it could have been him just making a mistake, you know, being who he was. I don't know. But Craig Mack dying of AIDS, Mace leaving Bad Boy and going into the church. He was away from this whole hip-hop culture for like 5 years. And Mace was hot. Mace was hot all over New York. He's from New York. Jeff Sparks, salute. Black Martial Arts Society, salute. He was hot out here. And he turned it off and left. He stopped rapping and everything, and he turned into like a preacher. And I'm like, what's going on in Bad Boy? Something going on. Then I started talking to some of my people. They was like, yo, this, man, to go there is to sacrifice every bit of your integrity and in some instances your humanity. There's athletes that been to a Diddy party and they say, hey, man, Diddy's parties are different. And some of you don't hear about the niggas that don't go back. I think LeBron went to one and he said that ain't no party like a Diddy party. And he left. Look, man. Look, man. See what I mean? So you got Craig Mack. I don't know the specifics, but he left Bad Boy pretty sudden, if you remember. I was like, what's going on with that? You know what I'm talking about? There's people that went to a Diddy party and they was like, yeah, I ain't going back there. It's a bit much. Where were y'all? Yeah, Black Rob. Black Rob was sick. Steve L, salute. That was strange. G Depp, he turned himself in for a murder. Y'all can't tell me that there was some strange things going on at Bad Boy. The whole time Cassie was there. Before Cassie was there. 10 years ago, it's only 2015. All that shit with Biggie and Craig Mack, all that shit was transpiring in the mid to late 90s. The shit with Mace, and it was crazy. Loon, yeah, all these dudes. It was weird. Now, I don't want to turn this into boxing, but y'all saw him hug Tank out of his socks. I was like, that's a little... It looked like Tank was trying to get away from him. You saw that look in his eye? Yo, come here, you owe me. He said something like that. I said, yo, hold on a minute. Hold on one goddamn minute. I was a little aggressive. Oh, y'all don't like the Tank jokes? That's okay. Y'all had a lot to say when Devin was there at the pool party and they took a picture. You had a lot to say about that. Right? You just heard me say a lot of these athletes and celebrities go to a Diddy party once, some return, most do not. That's the word I got. I heard there was one motherfucker, well, two motherfuckers that said, yo, don't even say that I was here. What the hell was going on in there? You know what? Rhetorical question. I don't want to know. Oh yeah, Just Spark. Yeah, the Locks, they were the Locks was real street dudes, man. So, you know, Diddy knew who he could do it to. He knew he could do it. Young Abel, salute, brother. The thing is, and I'll talk about this more on Monday, was what Diddy did illegal? Look at the charges that they're trying to hit him with. And thus far, from what I'm seeing, what having a freak off is not illegal. I don't think so. But what I don't want to hear is Cassie's a victim in this. No, she's a willing participant. You understand? But your past matters, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, your past matters. I just gave you the two examples with the men. Ladies, all you gotta do is look at Cassie. Yeah, Harmonize. They're trying to shame him for having a room full of baby oil in freak off parties. The racketeering, I don't even know what the fuck that is. That's not. Y'all do know he's gonna walk, right? This is the dumbest shit in the world. They're trying to punish this man for having orgies. That's all this is. He's gonna walk. He's going to walk. This is Mark Furman 2.0. This is the get the linen from the closet to cover the dead body so his DNA can get on it. That's what this is. They want him to be guilty so bad. It ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. I don't think so. I'm not a lawyer, but you know, if they want him to be guilty, they'll be guilty. But I don't see it. And Cassie up here looking stupid. Go ahead and drag him. Ma, you was there for 10 years. 10 years. You was there for 10 damn years. What are we talking about here? 10 years. You ain't no victim. But again, babe, your past matters. Cassie's not an ugly chick. I'm team dark skin, but she's not an ugly chick. But the deal is this here. I don't know a dude personally that can know about her past and now the world's finding out about it because she was there the whole time and still deal with her on her. The only thing he could do is smash and pass. And maybe get her to pay his mortgage for a few months or something. Outside of that, she's a walking bag of trash. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the link, and y'all could come up and give y'all 2 cents. Let's stay on topic. Does your past matters? To me, this is proof. To me, this is proof. Absolutely, your past matters. And is her husband a cuck? It's ridiculous. Insane Talk NBA says she just got 20 mil. I'm thinking about staying. I mean, some of y'all brothers will do shit like that. I mean, me personally, see, here's the thing. I think she banged Diddy while he was with her, right? Do I have that right? Was she legally married to her husband when she was still having relations with Diddy? If so, that's adultery. And depending on what state they live in, you know, in some states, adultery is not means for divorce. That's crazy, right? Now, whatever state that they got married in, if adultery is means for divorce, then he can head up for divorce, and maybe he can head up for some of that bread. But you know, whatever. Oh, they weren't married yet? Oh, okay. Demon in the building, man. What's good, brother?
What's going on with it? What's going on with it, man?
Chilling, baby. Chilling, baby. Good to hear from you, man.
You all know it's all love, man. Hey, my take on that shit, man, I ain't gonna hold you. Dude, her husband a sucker, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no way.
Yeah.
I'm talking about ain't no way. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I couldn't do it, man.
But she did get hit. She did just get hit with 20 million though. You feel me? So I might got to stay because she just got hit with 20 M's. But it's like before you had that money and like, baby, you like that, I just can't deal with you, baby. I'm sorry, I can't. I mean, I hit you though. Don't get it wrong. I'm like, we can, you know what I'm saying? I'll knock you down. But besides that, nah, I'm good.
I mean, 20 million, I don't think she give a shit whether he stay or not. You know? What could he do? What could he do to get a piece of that? I mean, like, hang around for a couple of years and then file for irreconcilable differences. Does that warrant him to get half? I don't know what state they live in. See, it's a process behind this. It's pretty strange. It's pretty strange.
Well, I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna stay with it till it's all gone. You feel me? I'm definitely gonna be, you know what I'm saying, pocketing some change up out of her.
All right, but if you stay with her, you still got to do your husband duties. Now, I already said that this is a damaged woman. Regular sex, I mean, they're reproducing. She's pregnant with his seed. I think that's his seed. He better get a DNA test now. But question, could you, in good faith, unprotected, lay down with this woman, and do you have enough magazines in your chamber? I'm trying to keep it clean, like a washing machine here. Do you have enough magazines in your chamber to please her sexually? Because she has a decade of getting smashed on some porn stuff.
Okay, so this is the thing, right? If I need a little extra, little length, I might got to go to Amazon and order me some, right? But besides that, man, treat me the same way like you treated Diddy. If you let Diddy smash other chicks, let me smash other chicks, and we just in an open marriage. You know what I'm saying? Because baby, this is insanity. If I gotta act like your past ain't your past. But you got 20 million. I'm gonna say that again. So yeah, I'm laying with you. If I gotta take some Viagra to get it right, I'm gonna take the Viagra to get it right. You got 20 million. I'm staying.
What does this dude do for a living? Isn't he a millionaire in his own right or some shit?
Honestly, I don't even know their business. You know what I'm saying? I don't be in nobody's business. It's just been coming up. So you know what I'm saying? I just chimed in to say how I felt. I don't know them people like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because I was in and out. I'm just watching it. You know what I'm saying? And I think dude had his own career, but me personally, and salute to everyone in the chat. Me personally, me to stick around for the bread is every bit as half-assed as like how we look at the chicks just sticking around for a dude because he got deep pockets. Those chicks don't reserve the right to say anything if they stick in an abusive situation because he got, money. we don't want to hear it past that. You know what I mean? We don't want to hear anything that they have to say. It's like, you know, they be the first ones to say, oh man, just because this dude got money, that don't mean he's supposed to abuse you. That's true. Now, if this woman's the breadwinner, she got 20 million and he sticks around, that's his fault. And she's basically the boss. And as a man, me personally, I can't live under those conditions. I just can't. Whatever I had to going for myself, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. I was fine before I got with her, and I'll be fine without her. Now, here's the thing. Very important. Pray for Creasy. Salute. Very important. When did she get that 20 mil? Was that before or after she got married? Does anybody know?
I think she got it after she was already married to dude. They already had 2 kids at the time.
They already had, wait. Sure they had 2 kids with homie?
Yeah, Shorty had 2 kids. Remember, she just got that like what, earlier last year, maybe the end of last year, earlier this year.
And how long was she married?
That I'm not sure about.
If you could click the link, if you got time, sis, because you know more about this. Tony Gasper said she was drinking piss. Stop playing. I can't.
Yeah,
I can't,
nah, for real, and they was paying.
And you know what? He didn't know. And you know what else though? Does he know where that 20 million came from and why she got it?
Well, definitely he got to know, because I'm pretty sure they was pillow talking and they had to have a conversation about it. But what we got to do, Drew, is we got to normalize saying the truth, right? The truth is, dudes are sucker. Like, you got dudes out there that don't care about a woman past. Like, they don't really stand on no business or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? She loved me, I love her too. You know what I'm saying? Holding hands and kicking cans. You know what I mean? You got dudes like that. So let's go and call it for what it is. Dude, a sucker.
Yeah, I couldn't stick around for this. 20 million, okay, but I can't stick around for that. You know what I would do? I was with her. That's real key. I need to know that. If he was with her and then boom, I got $20 million. Well, who gave it? How'd you get that? I mean, you're singing or rapping career, whatever the fuck you doing on that stage with that nigga nonsense. I mean, that didn't warrant, 20 million. That's what did you have a breakout session or something? What's going on here? And why'd you get that? I'm sure she had to mention, I got this 20 mil. Well, how'd you get that? Who gave it to you? Diddy gave it to you? So if Diddy gave it to you, why he gave it to you? You feel me? You ain't had quite. Okay.
If it's me, shit, you came home with 20 M's, I'm not tripping. How you got it? You got what? 20 what? Yeah. Let's make it happen.
I don't know. I'm different, bro. I'm different. She got the 20 mil to keep her mouth shut from getting her ass kicked, and she was getting dicked down by whatever male porn name you could think of. Amanas fell off. Come back in, sweetheart.
I mean, but that's us with standards, because I don't want my wife to be out there, getting smashed. We watch who we marry, but I mean, you already in a situation with her, homie got like 2 kids with her already, so it's just like,
yeah. So was the 20 million after? Let me ask Amanas.
Yeah, it was after. It was definitely after.
She got the 20 million. Amanas, she got the 20 million after she was married?
Yeah, she just got it. It's been about a year. So
he didn't ask, why you getting this bread? He never asked?
If you want the truth, bro, I think he put her up to it. Because he was one of her background dancers. That's how they met. So he was already in the industry. So there ain't no way he was one of her background dancers and he have no idea none of this was going on. He put her upstairs. I guarantee you.
Shit. Wait a minute. Now this is something else. You think that this dude's pulling the strings? He's like, just get that bread.
Yeah.
And when this thing get packed up, he might walk away with half.
He's gonna walk away with the money. I said that on live streams I did about this last year. Y'all can go pull it up. He gonna end up with all of that money. That's why she done jumped up with this. Okay, look at it like this, y'all. So what really happened was, from what I've been hearing, she didn't leave Diddy. Diddy cut her loose because she cut a fool when he had that last baby. So, because he kept making her go, get hooked up to the hoes. And then he having kids with all these other folks. And so she, you know what I'm saying, I guess she had enough or whatever. And so that's when he was with the chick Carisha or whatever he was messing with, when all of that was getting thick. So then all of a sudden she come up with this, I'm gonna drop this lawsuit because, you know what I'm saying, you was beating on me and violating me and this and that and the fourth. And my thing is, I wouldn't have paid her. Since you told everything, I would have gave her a red cent. You still telling it. The whole point was for you to keep your mouth shut. So since you told it before I could decide whether or not I was gonna pay you, you wouldn't have got paid, and she just been out here looking like a fool. See, this is where he messed up, because that opened up the door for all this other nonsense. So
This
she already
is deep.
had them. She's already, her and dude been married since 2019.
They've been married since 2019.
Since 2019.
And then she got this 20. Oh shit.
So
He's the
yeah,
puppet.
then she come at 24 with the, you know what I'm saying, I'm traumatized, I'm this, I'm that, I'm woo woo woo. So yeah, she already had the 2 kids. So here you come, this is real convenient. She, what's today? The 16th?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she had already got her money, but now from what I've been hearing, she ain't really get 20 mil. But that's here nor there. Whatever she got. And then here we come a year later, he on trial, and you just so happen to be about to bust pregnant. We're gonna stop this, because she knew she was gonna have to testify. She knew she was gonna have to get up here and tell all of this, but it ain't gonna be that bad if you up there so-called against your will pregnant.
Oh shit.
And you up there testifying about how these dudes done pissed in your mouth, but then she wasn't counting on them finding the dudes that was in the video pissing in her mouth, and he got on there and said Puff didn't have nothing to do with that. That was her idea.
That's what I heard today. I heard that she was initiating some of it.
Yeah. So yeah, she wasn't. I don't think she was counting on it, and I don't think Alex was counting on it either. That they was really gonna be able to find them dudes and bring them in there and make them testify. But old boy told it all, and then that's when Cuz got up and walked up out the courtroom.
So, dude, the dancer might be the puppet master.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you look at it, cause okay, y'all, let's be for real. Yeah, we do know he a small head, right? But I mean, again, you ain't really used none of that small hatness to your advantage. So you basically an outcast in the community. So this is how you end up background dancing. So he was a castaway anyway, and then she needed, you know what I'm saying, somebody to, you know what I'm saying, try to make her look halfway respectable when she come out with this whole victim. So I feel like if we, you know what I'm saying, it was a fly on the wall listening to them, he was like, I'm gonna need to be compensated for trying to legitimize you.
Oh shit. Yo.
So yeah, I think they sat around and cooked all of that up, but Puff was supposed to blow that up, because I went and gave her a rest. Because when you file a complaint, you put the, you know what I'm saying, you notify them of the complaint, you know what I'm saying, they have time to look at it, and then they get to respond. If you really didn't want anybody to know what was going on, you would, you know, as soon as they was like, we gonna do something, you'd have been like, okay, what it's gonna take. I'm not gonna let you tell everything and then turn around and pay you, which is why whatever she got, they say it came from Puff, but I think it came from the fund. You know what I'm saying? For those of y'all who know, y'all know. I think it came from the fund. Because again, he ain't the only one, he ain't the only one in them tapes, but he the only one they want to talk about. So I think, you know what I'm saying, when them kind of people get together, you know what I'm saying, they have a little savings account, you know what I'm saying, in case folk want to cut up and try to put their stuff in jeopardy. So they went on and gave her a little few cents, but I guarantee you, in the end, she gonna have nothing left, because old boy gonna either be done ciphered it out, or it's gonna be some bad investments. It's gonna be something that he did, but the money is just poof gone. But in the end, he really gonna have it.
With that being said, with respect to the title of the show, let me ask you, Amanaz, who is the most handsome dude that you would just lose it over? Just give me a name. Anybody famous or a guy you used to see around the way? Anybody you could think of?
I would have to say, if we're gonna go, you know what I'm saying, famous people, I'd probably say Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz, okay. Let's say you meet a Lenny Kravitz lookalike. He does IT work. He's a nice guy, no kids, in his 40s. And it's like, man, this is too good to be true. And after a few dates, you find out his history is old boy dealing with Cassie right now. Do you deal with him?
No, sir.
So his past matters, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
Because your past is you're saying predictive of future behavior. And like you said, you're saying with Cassie, she done all of that, you know what I'm saying, with Puff. He can't what's the guy on here talk about, you know what I'm saying, letting him be an open relationship and all of that. He ain't Puff, so she not finna let him do that. The point of her getting with him is so she, you know what I'm saying, so she can try to act like didn't none of that with Puff happen.
Damn right.
So yeah, she could put holy water in her summer's eve. That ain't fixing nothing.
Not
Yeah.
even
That
with
ain't
the
fixing
blessings of
nothing.
Jesus.
Not even Jesus can't
Yeah,
save you.
I think he done. I think he gonna be like, you know what, baby girl, I'm good, but I ain't that good. You gonna have to stay over here somewhere.
Rod Neal in the building, man. Houston. Salute, brother.
What's good? What's good, y'all?
Yeah, give it
Man,
to us, man. What you got on this, bro?
well, listen, I couldn't stay. I just couldn't do it because at the end of the day, it ain't nothing that you gonna be able to do that's gonna be able to please this chick. What,
Facts.
here's the thing. Even if you try to stick around or whatever the case, man, she gonna continue to do what she do. And there's no way you can trust this broad to not bring you back no diseases or nothing, man. She taking it every which way, in the mouth, on the back, everywhere. So it's like, dude, I can't have you bringing on this stuff back to me, knowing willingly and knowingly that you're doing this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no amount of bread in the world, man. Just for me to be able to look myself in the mirror and just be like, I just couldn't do it, fam. I just couldn't do it. Now the sad part about it is that I mean, I believe he knew some stuff, but he went ahead and got with it anyway off of the stuff that he
Mm-hmm.
probably did know. And the stuff that he did know should have been enough anyway for him not to
To
even
leave
marry
her
this chick.
alone. Facts.
So he didn't even have to know all the full story. He knew enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's
Because
the
my thing
stuff
is,
I'm
even if she was able to, you know what I'm saying, put, you know what I'm saying, so-called, block it out and, put it, compartmentalize and put it over somewhere else. Now you sitting here reliving it. So now you sitting here reactivating everything that made you do it in the first place.
Man,
Okay.
listen, I was in the car earlier today and Willie D popped up on my channel. And so he was saying, now I don't know how true this is. I got to see this. Arm and eyes, you may know, but he was saying that Diddy was walking has an alias that he would use when he traveled called Frank Black. And this chick named her
Yeah.
daughter
Yeah. Yeah.
Frankie.
That's true. That's true.
I was like, man, that's crazy, dude. That's what I'm saying. I mean, this dude,
Oh,
her husband sit there. I mean, all this happened. You ain't had no say so in the name of your child, fam. Like, like, come on. You
Mm-hmm.
for listen. I'm not trying to be insensitive, but for somebody who's supposed to be, you know, terrorized, why would you name somebody something that's close to the person that's terrorized you, where you gotta speak on it and remember it every day? Makes no sense
Cause,
to me.
cause she still want him. Cause I mean, my thing is this
What
right
the
here.
fuck?
If it was so traumatic and he was such a predator, it was time to bring him down and all this, all that. What you wait for? Why you wait till now? Ain't nobody. When the last time y'all bought something for Bad Boy? When the last time have you given a whole damn about anything going on with Bad Boy? When is the last time you was rocking out to some fresh Bad Boy action?
1995.
This is what I'm
I
talking
don't
about. We
know.
over here in 2024. Like, girl, go sit down somewhere. And you know what I really think, you know what I'm saying, turned Puffer, you know what I'm saying, changed her usefulness to him. Because I think in the beginning he really was gonna try to make her, you know what I'm saying, a real singing sensation. The fact the bitch couldn't sing. Like that, and then her being cute wasn't enough to, you know what I'm saying, make us forget she couldn't sing. And then after that, he was like, I really ain't got no use for you, so I'm gonna put you over here in this group. You gonna run the freak off. Since you don't want to
That
leave, and you know what I'm saying, you decent to look at, I'm gonna let you run the freak off, and that's how that went on. But
Is
that
she ain't
one
want to
song
leave
she had was trash.
is it
It
safe
was
to say
trash.
cause
that
she cause
Puffy
she
was
cut
the pimping?
old boy off to mess with Puff. But I'm like,
You think he gonna get it for spousal support?
Definitely.
no,
I don't think he
honestly, I
leaving
don't.
though.
I think, you know what I'm saying, especially after this, if she hasn't already, she gonna, you know what I'm saying, she gonna let him be the man and handle the money, and he gonna, you know what I'm saying, feed her this line about he made some bad investments. He gonna fight for that money off.
What about the
I
welfare of the
don't know.
child?
I think he gonna be a sucker and stay. And he one of them type of dudes that let women talk him into her past shit matter, and what a real man should do is stay.
Oh,
And
he-
this motherfucker
See,
gonna
I don't
stay.
think her talk first after
here's
all of this
here's
and
why
this
the
stuff
past
going
matters,
around the
though.
world. I don't
This
think her
motherfucker
talk
gonna
game ain't
stay.
that good. Her talk game
Here's
ain't
why the
never gonna be
past
that good.
matters, though. Here's why the past matters, because he can go to court and everything she's testifying to, he can say that
Yeah,
this is not a
that's
healthy
trial record.
environment.
He can pull it
Look,
right up. Yep, that's trial
he
record.
can say this is not a healthy environment for my children. The one in her stomach, that's not. And now he can start lying and saying, "Hey man, she said this, she gonna do this," and I'm fearful for my life. These are tough. The government's on his bumper. You know what I'm
I
saying?
hear what
Give
you're
me my
saying.
kids, and I want whatever money she got. She needs to pay for this new house. She needs to
Well,
pay
at this
child support,
at this
get me out of
point,
here.
he either gonna have to go that route. He gonna have to, he's at this point he's not desirable to women. Like, so he gonna have to
Wait,
verify
hold on,
that he got
baby,
the money. So he
baby.
either gonna have to divorce her and take the money, or he gonna have to he gonna have to do something. But he gonna have to prove he got the money.
He's gonna divorce her. Well, I'm not gonna say what he's gonna do. I'm saying if he divorces her, there's gonna be another chick in line right now waiting on him.
Oh well, yeah, that's true. Yeah,
have
soon as he can confirm he got the money. Yeah, but him
But
being broke, ain't nobody
how do we know?
ain't nobody gonna deal with him.
How do we know that they ain't doing the same thing though? Him and her doing the same thing that she and Diddy did though. How we know that ain't going on?
He ain't Diddy. That's why we know that he ain't Diddy. She ain't got absolutely nothing to gain from doing all that with him.
He's
Okay,
not
let
a
me say
bad
Well,
this
boy.
done too.
I think for the simple fact that she still was smashing Diddy while she with him, unless he knew about that.
He did
You
know
know what I
about
mean?
that. He went over there.
Well, I mean, that's just crazy in itself.
They're gonna start calling motherfuckers that stop dealing with bad boy. You're gonna see Total on the bench. All three of them.
For real, everybody gonna be up there.
Yep. There was a white Jamaican, if y'all remember, way back. It was a white Jamaican dude, and he just vanished. See, I don't know about that. There's a video
But the
of
messed
a
up part is Aubrey all day. She kept trying to tell folks they didn't want to hear. She was bitter. She was this. She didn't want to listen. She was difficult. Yeah. Everything she said don't come out.
I mean, two things can be true at the same time.
Yeah, but I mean, if he's well, he has really been the only one. No other people in the industry have really said, other than, you know what I'm saying, her group mates who, you know what I'm saying, was still trying to hang on with Diddy, and Diddy ain't really been nobody else that said, you know what I'm saying, the stuff that he said about her.
Mm.
I mean, as a man, how could you lay with that at night, like knowing, like
This is
just
what I'm
knowing
talking about. So
what's
that's
going on? That's
he used to be
crazy.
the outcast. So I mean,
This is a come up for him.
he
Regardless
right.
I
of-
He gotta
couldn't.
take what he can get.
This is he got up and walked out that courtroom though. Her
He
past
did. He
He got up
did.
and walked out. He said, "Oh my God, man,
But
she was
did you
taking it in the eyeballs."
did you see the statements that they lawyers released today?
No, bring me up to
Yeah,
speed.
pull them up real quick.
Well, it is
He
a
did
real
like a
thing
little.
that
They had
tricks.
like a little. They caught him coming out the courtroom. But yeah, this hoe, she was never a victim.
Right,
Never
definitely. She
a
definitely
victim,
wasn't a
because
victim.
she
Definitely.
got away from him too many times to not be able to stay gone if that's really what you want.
Well, can we say this? Is it because this actually do happen that tricks do end up marrying hoes though, so that's a real thing too. So that probably don't even bother him because tricks do marry prostitutes. That's a real thing.
I'm looking at what is it? This is the USA Today. Want me to read it?
But it was that same old. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm proud of her. He tried to break her. She stayed strong. Taking a check don't make you strong. Especially when that check ain't, you know what I'm saying? That money, like I said, that money came out the fund, and all
And
them
she's
people kept
sitting
on with
there.
their life.
She
She's
got
sitting on the
strong jaws.
damn. She's
He
crying.
got that check, and the next day we saw he was having a damn yacht party. Like, girl, go sit down. They ain't like you took his last nickel. Please, no, wasn't nothing strong about any of that.
She trying to say he coerced her into participating in a drug-fueled freak off.
He ain't
Yo, I'm
coerced her
saying,
into nothing. He ain't coerced her into nothing. Child, yeah, we gonna stop this. I'm tired. I'm tired of women today. Soon as you don't get what you want, or the man tell you no, now you this abused victim that everybody need to be feeling sorry for and rallying around. I'm sick of that.
man.
That's facts.
Oh
though.
man, I'm reading this. Dude, I want to know which part made him just leave. I want to know what part made him get up and say, I can't do this. I'm going home.
Yeah, for
Maybe
real,
it
because
was
that's the
the
part he
part when
needed.
he
He need
said
to
she was
hone
cleaning
in
her
on that.
mouth.
Yeah.
When they got to
Maybe it
the
was
dude
that
pissing
part.
in her mouth. I mean, they literally made her to a human urinal. They just took turns.
And he was kissing
Yo,
her in the mouth, tongue kissing her.
R. Kelly.
Free R. Kelly. That's all I'm gonna say. Free R. Kelly.
I say free
Yo,
kills, free kills.
I've been
I
saying
mean,
free kills. I was talking about we gonna burn his records and we got y'all no we ain't. No
I still
sir.
listen to kills. I don't care what nobody talking about.
Exactly. It might turn some calves on
I
tonight.
mean, come on
We kiss
now.
that calves.
He did piss on that little girl, man.
I mean, I
That,
saw that video. I
I know
did,
how
but
to
now
separate the music from the human, though, from the person. I'm
exactly. And
separating
my
the
thing
music
is,
from the
yeah, if
person.
folks feels like he went and snatched these females up off the street. Them folks was showing up over there their own free will. And I appreciate what was the guitar player? His daughter was over there for like 4 years, and he gonna wait till she turned 18, and then I guess when the check stopped, now he want to run all this records. R. Kelly holding my daughter. He don't want to let her go. Then when the police get over there, the door unlocked. They said the door was always unlocked.
my thing with R. Kelly is, after I saw the
So I'm
video,
gonna step in the name of love because I didn't have nothing to do with that. And again, everybody's over there their own free will. Anytime you take your daddy car and drive across 3 states to go live with R. Kelly and they know where you at, victim.
Facts.
see, the thing
Facts.
is, with that situation, oh shit, the Knicks won.
Yeah, Knicks blew them out. They blew them boys out.
Yeah, well, it's the Knicks, bro. I know a lot about the Knicks, and they partying
I'm
now.
confused about what kind of parenting was going on that all of this was
Oh
happening.
no, I'm not confused about the parenting. You know why? The parents was thinking about their financial gain.
This is what I'm talking about because at
Yeah,
13, I promise y'all wasn't nothing in me that was gonna be bowling up to grab them car keys that belonged to neither one of my parents and get them cars and take off. Nothing.
The reason why I can't listen to R. Kelly anymore is because after I saw that video, because if you remember, that video was floating around every hood in America.
Oh
When I
yeah,
got
I
a hold
rolled
of
all around the city to get a copy of that. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, the tape because first I didn't believe it. I was like, I have to see it for myself.
Yeah,
So
now,
I rolled all around this city to get a copy of that.
the first 3 women were of age. You can tell. And I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
he's just nasty because I'm like, the only thing I see is he's not using no hat, right?
And
But
then
that
it was
last
limp.
one, that last clip where he was in his log cabin with the jacuzzi in it,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wait a minute. Shorty wasn't even fully developed. And I
Nope.
had to fast forward because I was getting the repulse and then the part where he pissed on her. I was like, okay. Now 12th Play was a classic. That came out when I was in high school.
Definitely
Mhm.
classic.
But
Yep.
now that I listen to the words, I just can't shake the fact that he's singing about a child. It seems like you're ready. Bro, what the fuck? Really, man?
Well, yeah, you got
Oh, man. No,
yeah. I give you that, yeah.
It shook me, and I just can't listen to him no more. I know he's talented and singing and everything, writing and everything, but after that video, it made me rethink everything he ever put out. You remind me of a Jeep. Sisters is vehicles now. It was crazy, and I'm like, this guy's nuts. But you know what though? He got touched on when he was younger, and he got fucked.
He
up.
did. He did.
That's a whole nother show. He never got help. You know what I'm saying? So I hope he's all right. But back to this.
Well, she was grown when she got there. I don't want to hear nothing about no frontal lobe and all this different kind of nonsense. She was grown when she got over there.
Definitely.
Yeah. Cassie's not a victim, but brothers, this is why your past matters. Your past matters. You know
Everybody past matter.
Everybody
Because what you gonna do in the future.
Well, I
And
disagree with that because I don't feel like men's past matter, and I'm gonna keep it real with you, and I'm gonna tell you why.
the examples I gave, it absolutely does matter. I think a shorty would want to know if
Yeah, don't
previous.
have me sitting up here with me, you're saying with my feet propped up and I'm feeling comfortable. And next thing I know, we got Godfather 2 going on. We got shots
Yeah,
all around the spot.
when
I
it's too
don't
much in
need
the
that.
apartment, you're like, yo, why are they trying to kill you? Oh, well, I used to sell drugs like 8 years ago.
Yeah,
Whoa.
let me know
No,
up
Got out of,
front.
you got
I
out of
believe
that.
you
You
Listen.
meant his
want some
sexual
out of here.
experiences.
Now, how about this, Demon? You probably didn't realize it when I gave the other example. This is another thing that happened to one of my homegirls. She met this dude, and he was checking all the boxes. No kids. He was in his 40s. And then when she done been with the dude a few months, she done slept with him a few times, he done blew her back out and everything else. Then she starts saying, well, why aren't you married or spoken for? What happened? Da da da. He says, nah, I'm just I'm on my personal time, whatever, I'm with you. And but she's trying to find out about his exes. Yo, Demon, like 4 exes down, she found out he used to date another dude.
I know somebody that happened to. Hell, it wasn't even 4
That's
exes down. It was like
nasty work.
it was her, somebody else, and then before that person, it was a dude. So I mean, it happens.
And then
And see, that's
he
why
has
you
the
gotta
nerve
ask.
to
You
look
gotta
at her.
ask questions in the beginning. Don't be
He has
laying
the nerve,
up.
he has the nerve to look at her and be like, well, that's not a problem, is it? It was only like
Hell
15
yeah,
years
it's a
ago.
problem.
Wait a minute. It is a problem. These are things that you need to know. Your past matters. Don't you think your shorty would? Don't you think a woman? Don't you? Y'all need to know that shit.
Now you right.
Well, my
You
thing
are
is, if
right
you got
about
if you
that.
gotta have a resume to get a job, which is basically your past work experience, why would you not? You know what I'm saying? If that's cool, you know what I'm saying. Then why would you not apply that to your life?
True
What what I
story.
what I meant, I was saying about myself. It don't matter where I've been. Just know I'm with you now. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no,
So
it matter where you been.
You see,
that's
nigga,
all
you
that
got shit.
is. Hey, look, Drew, you already done heard about me. You feel me? You know the deal. Like, you accept it, you accept it.
Hey, bro, past matters, man. I went through a period where I'm conducting full interviews, and if she's not qualified, it's like I'll smash, but I'm not wifing this because this chick, when I was coming up, if a chick had a longer body count than me, nah, I'm not taking her serious.
Well,
You know why?
that's all of it.
It'll be okay for a little while, but there's always that relapse. What happens when y'all get into that first disagreement?
Mm-hmm.
She's a
See what
rat and all
happened?
type of horse.
Yeah, man. Yo, listen,
Yeah, because then they'll be like,
stories from
we taking a
Patreon.
break, and then you done every other night during your 2 month break, you had new dick. No, I'm good.
Listen, go subscribe to the Patreon. I got a stream I'm putting up called, y'all remember that Prince song, Darling Nikki?
Yes.
I knew a few chicks named Nikki coming up.
Okay.
But the worst one was she's mad cool, but there was a situation where I felt bad not bad because I ain't no homie, but I said, yo, what? I gotta tell the story on Patreon. I cannot do it on YouTube because it was so, I'm like, yo, it made me rethink everything. I'm like, yo, brothers gotta be careful out here. And that's another one of my shows. Don't go backwards, brothers. If y'all break up, don't go backwards. It takes one day. When she mad and she wanted to get you out of her system, no oak tree is safe. Everything's getting banged depending on the kind of person she is. Do not go backwards. You get herpes on your lips.
Facts.
Don't do it, bro. I gotta tell the story on Patreon because it was bugged out, man. It's bugged out. I can't do it. I can't do it here, man. I gotta get graphic on this because I couldn't believe. I said, wait a minute, you. What do you mean I was like, all right. I said, damn. And all my boy could say, he's like, yo, she took him back. Yeah. Like he in the house, like, yeah. So, yeah. It's like, yo, just 2 days ago, I was like, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna tell that story.
But see, Drew, but Drew, let me tell you this though. That's why we scout our wives though. We gonna scout them. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think that dudes date younger women. Like my wife is 6 years younger than me. You feel what I'm saying? I was scouting her. You know what I'm saying? So I know your past already, and I'm sure you know mine. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can be with a woman if she come with 2 or 3 bodies. I can deal with that. Anything higher, I'm gone.
Well, I got exceptionally lucky. I'm just gonna say that. I got exceptionally lucky.
And she got to come with no kids.
Yeah. Like I said, I got so lucky. God damn, man. I've heard some horror stories, man. And the past matters, ladies and gentlemen. Your past matters. All of these panels, we've seen them all. These chicks that be talking about their past don't matter. These were the chicks that was sliding down the pole for bread. These are the chicks that say, well, I had an OnlyFans for last year, and I made 6 figures. I got out of it. Yeah, great. Now everybody done seen you, hey, nanu, and all I need to be is out at goddamn Olive
Right, and you
Garden.
got out of it because you weren't making no more money, if the truth be told.
Right. And now we at Olive Garden, and some niggas keep looking at you because they be like, yo, why'd you stop your OnlyFans? I was a loyal subscriber. And you just trying to eat
Yep.
you just trying to eat your fucking breadsticks. And it's like, wait a minute, you ain't tell me you did OnlyFans. Now watch this. What if she told you, but she don't do it anymore, and now you with her, and now she got a fan base, and you just trying to get a drink with your lady, and these niggas like, yo, I want you bubble butt clap 360. It's like, oh my God, man. What happened? I was paying you $20 a month, and oh yeah. Now you figured out y'all in the same city. Your past matters, God damn it.
You know the scariest thing, Drew, is like if you out with your lady or whatever, and y'all run into the dudes that she used to deal with, like that has to be the most embarrassing. Like that'll humble a man. So past do matter.
No. Wait, hold on. Let me tell you how nice with it. The shorty, listen, I've been around, bro. I know game. Everything a chick could do fucked up, I know a chick that's done it. I used to hang out with this chick. I never did nothing with her, right? But I knew every dude she was blazing on, which is why I ain't do nothing with her, because it was just odd to me. We was at a party. 2 dudes knew about it. The other 2 didn't. But all 4 of these niggas are at a party. I walk in and I say, yo, you need to go the fuck home. Because he's there, and they all knew each other. So one of them niggas waved to her like, yo, come over here. She walked right up and just spoke to him. The other 2 was like, hey, what's up? Said about name. It was weird. No one went to grab her hand or nothing or whatever. And she left him there. I was like, yo, how'd you get out of that? She was like, yo, he called me. I spoke to him. But I said, you're my ride home, and I'm chilling. And I told her that my older cousin, who's super defensive, he's going to be walking through that door at any minute. This bitch is such a lie because her cousin had got locked up like a month prior. So he never walked through that door, but they ain't go around her because, he was kind of scary. He looked at her like a little sister, more than a little cousin. But he was on Rikers Island. So whole time she in a party without a care in the world, dancing with other dudes and everything. And these 4 idiots, it was bugged out to me. But I learned. I've been around the worst of the worst. I've learned. I know game when I see it.
I don't even think she had the lie, fam.
How would you say?
I don't even think she had the lie. Because you know why? The reason why I say that is because when you think about side dudes versus side chicks, most times the side dude who play their position, they more quiet because they get a chance to beat and go home. Side chicks, most time the chick blow up the spot for real.
Yeah.
Most times the dude, and a lot of times they be trying to make it seem like, well, women are better cheaters. It's just not true. It's just that more times than not, the dude gonna play his position. You'll have a couple of dudes that might blow up the spot, but for the most part, dude would just be happy with smashing and going home, and he ain't got to worry about providing and none of that stuff for her, right? He could come through and smash on a Thursday night and then just go about his business. But for the side chick though, you gotta coddle her feelings, because if you got something going on and you ain't come through the last 2 Thursdays, she mad. She thinks somebody else taking her spot. She
Yup.
gonna leave stuff
That's just
behind. So
women,
the other,
period. That ain't got nothing to do with being no
but
side chick. That's just women,
but
period.
but I'm just my point is that the chick is gonna blow the spot up once you don't call her once her feelings get in the way,
You know.
I
and
remember a
that's
chick asked. I remember a chick asked me, "Was I messing with any?" Oh my bad. I said my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. My bad, dog. My
you
fault.
cool, fam. Go ahead.
Okay, so I remember this chick asked me, "Was I messing with anybody outside of her and my wife?" I'm like, "Yeah, this is what niggas do. What are you talking about?" You know what I'm saying? Like, so I like playing the side nigga too, and I
I mean,
like
that ain't
having
nothing
little
to be
side
priding
little
yourself
chicks.
on, but go ahead.
Well, look, I got a Patreon coming up on that, man. Some people are happy being in that side piece lane. Be surprised. Some people are happy with that. You know, again, I know a girl that she was dating a married man for 2 decades.
Yeah.
And she said she didn't want to disturb his marriage. She didn't want him spending the night at the house. She didn't want no kids from him. And she was content. She got just what she wanted out of him. A little bit of companionship. They went out to the movies, to dinner a few times. No pregnancy scares or whatever. Little happy birthday, a little cake or whatever. She didn't want no money from him like that or nothing like that. She got just what she needed. Because you know what she told me? She said, I go home and I like my peace. I just don't want no dude up in there. I get just enough. That's my boyfriend. I get just enough and I'm all right. It made sense to her and it worked for her. I'm not mad at her.
Those are the most beautiful women in the world.
Yep, they exist. Some women
Oh,
are just happy.
I know.
Like, yo, listen, man, there's some dudes just happy like that. There's dudes that's like, yo, man, I don't want Shorty in my crib. You know, I see Shorty, we smash, and, you know, she go home, and I'm good. Sometimes that works for people. When you get older, maybe your needs change. I don't know, man. But again, all of these things, I got example after example, man. It's gonna be on the Patreon because YouTube, I say one false word. Next thing you know, I'm getting strikes all over the place, and you know, I hurt Miguel's feelings, man. Yeah, salute to Miguel. Let me give Miguel a shout out.
¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
You pillow biting ass hater.
I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't even pull nothing like that off, man.
Like
I
what?
couldn't even pull nothing like. Well, here's the thing. I mean, because at the end, here's the thing. Like, if I was to do something like that, I can really, man. I could just see the pain on my wife's face. I couldn't even do that to her, fam. I couldn't even do it to her. Now again, like, cause I'm not gonna be the type of person that's gonna be trying to hide stuff. It just take too much energy to be trying to lie and all this stuff like that too. So
Bro.
the thing about it is that I just couldn't even put that type of pain on.
See, for me,
Yeah,
I couldn't
that's-
even see her. Like, I don't even want to see her face. You know what I'm saying? That's just me though. I ain't judging nobody. I'm just talking about just me.
Yeah.
Period. I just know I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it to her like that.
but see, I be upfront with a chick. I'm married. You know what I'm saying? If you want to deal with me or if you don't, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much the choice is yours. You know what I'm talking about? If you want to deal with it, keep it on the low. This what's going on. Wooty bam.
I mean, but why are you out soliciting? Like, what?
But say it again. I'm sorry. Say it again. I think I heard you
Like,
wrong.
but I mean, if you got
She
a
said
wife,
you
what's
putting
the
the ads
problem?
out. She said you putting the ads out.
Still in play. What you talking about? Because I got a wife, I ain't supposed to. Man, look.
Pretty much.
Just because I got a wife, that don't mean I can't live my life. That's how I see it, right? When I'm ready to settle down, you know what I'm saying, and just lay pipe to
Well, I
one
mean, ain't
person,
that what
I'm saying,
marriage is? Settling down and two lives becoming one.
Well, if that's your outlook at marriage, then that's your outlook at marriage. My perception of marriage is a little bit different. That's why God made us all different, right? I'm still young. I'm trying to enjoy myself. Is that a problem?
Listen, if you and your wife have an understanding,
ain't no understanding. She don't know. And
You
she
see?
don't know. What you talking about? If you got to understand,
bro.
it ain't no understanding. She don't know.
Jesus. Okay.
I don't know
But
about
see,
that
I'm not on here fronting and pretending like what I am and what I ain't though. It is what it is with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm 100. You know what I'm saying? I lie to her, but I tell everybody else the truth. It just is what it is.
Yo, salute to my brother. I'm sorry, not everything. Steve O. Slate. That's the Patreon link in the chat that I just put there. Patreon.com /C/Drew Titan LLC. That's the link right there. The second one, that's the link right there. You go there and you could follow me there. I appreciate you. Yeah. Look, again, there's a lot of things that I can't say, here. But I got the Poly show coming up. It depends on what kind of relationship you have with your wife. The bottom line is, fellas, your wife is supposed to know who she marries, and you're supposed to know who you're marrying. All right? Got to know that. Open lines of communication is very, very key. You got to have that conversation. You got to have it, because the older you get, all that laying and playing, the shit get old, and the person you fucking with could actually catch feelings that you're not prepared to deal with.
And then you end up like Steve McNair, shot in the back of the damn head because you was in there fucking around playing games.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta be careful out here, because these chicks ain't playing.
She went to Air McNair out there. God.
Okay, can I say this? Let me just say this and see if this makes sense, right? So, I already bought my house or whatever, I own my cars or whatever. I do what I do, right? So you mean to tell me that I'm wrong for going to go do me? I think that's selfish on her. If she wouldn't let me go do me after everything I done got you. I got you the house already. You got the cars. You got the kids. I'm the perfect.
Then why don't you ask her?
That's what we won't be doing,
that
Drew.
part right there.
We will not be doing that.
Huh?
We will
Won't
not
you
be
just
asking
ask-
those type
Wait,
of
hold
questions.
on. Wait a minute.
Put money in something. Like,
Wait a minute. Let me ask you this. Demon, let me ask you this. You ever sat down and had the conversation about a hall pass or bringing another chick into the bedroom? You ever had that conversation with her?
No,
Why not?
I wouldn't even disrespect her like that.
What?
You know what? I'm finna go.
Drew, I'm just here for entertainment. Drew, I'm just here for entertainment, man. I'm putting a little paint where it ain't. That's it. Please don't mind me. Hey, look, I'm just popping it right now and enjoying myself on my partner's shadow,
shit.
man. That's it. I'm just popping it. I can't pop it and enjoy myself. It's Friday.
You know what,
I'm just
man?
kicking it.
I think you're scared of the answer.
The answer?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, it's just honestly, one, I'm just gonna be people A1 with you. Like my man said, I would never want to see the pain and hurt on her face. And though when I was younger, I was running around doing
What if
my
she
thing.
like it? What if she say bring that bitch home?
Well, she would have to put it out there, because I won't do that. You feel what I mean?
What makes you not want to answer that question? You think it's gonna hurt her?
Because I know the answer to it already.
How would you know? You never asked.
Okay, you just know. Let's just say that.
You ever had the threesome conversation with your wife, bro? You ever had the threesome conversation? Just keep it a buck.
Okay, so I had the threesome conversation when we was just dating. Yeah, she came up to me.
No, you have it now because it's safer now.
Nah,
it's safer now.
Nah, because I don't think I'll be here tomorrow. Nah, that ain't safe. Who said it was safe? I mean, all BS to the side. Who said it was safe? I wouldn't disrespect that woman because I know what type of woman I have, so I wouldn't disrespect her like that.
How's that disrespect, bro?
I'm trying to figure out how making her, putting her in a position to have a choice is disrespectful, but not letting her have a choice ain't disrespectful.
Well, let me say it again. I was on here popping it, right? So I'm just clowning with Drew because you know what I'm saying, it's the first time I'm on this channel. I'm just popping it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just enjoying my night. It's Friday, you know what I'm saying? I'm just putting a little paint where it ain't. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to be funny, you know what I'm saying? Just liven up the crowd just a little bit. You know, we ain't got to be serious all the time. You know what I'm saying? Let's joke a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And 7-8 say this is just for entertainment purposes only. Don't be bringing
entertainment purposes only,
right? Right? This is just a little entertainment, but this is just my personality. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just this person. You know what I'm saying? So I apologize if I offended anybody, but I'm just joking. I ain't with all that no more. I'm 40 years old. I'm cool. I'm cool.
Nah, that's cool, man. Look, man, that's an acquired taste. And again, there's certain things I'm not gonna say on YouTube. But I think I figured out a way to go live on Patreon because I got the
cool.
I got the year-long subscription on Vimeo, and I think there's an option to go live on that. And I need to have these conversations on Patreon because YouTube is on some BS, man. But this is the type of time I'm on. You understand? You know, I've lived, been there, I've done that. You know what I'm saying? And have a great life. You feel me? But one thing I wouldn't be is going backwards with a bitch like Cassie. That bitch is used. Listen, I never understood how porn stars get married to like regular people. I don't understand that shit at all. How was your day, honey? Oh, I went to the beauty salon and got a facial, went to work, got another facial.
What then, Drew? It's like this though. Do you hold sex at a high, like, do you hold sex as being the end all be all in your marriage? But first say this. So your wife go out and cheat, right? And she go sleep with another dude, right? Is it the fact that she slept with other dude that make it cheater? Or is it cheating that she was asking this dude how he doing? They're actually building a relationship. She checking on this dude, sending him bread.
Well,
You
most
know what I'm
women gonna
saying?
build that relationship
Feelings,
with you before they
emotions.
have sex with you. So,
Well, that's not true neither, because I done had chicks tell me, I just want to hit you one time and that's it.
okay, that's damage. We talking about correctly functioning and wire. Oh, are we talking about correctly functioning and wire people? Or are we talking about
Right. Now
damaged, fucked up folk like
you're
Cassie?
saying that, like, for example, your woman don't get down like that. She's good, clean, and wholesome. So if you found out that she let another dude smash, you're like, what the fuck? Like, what? First of all, I know you get down like that. What happened? What's she gonna tell you? She had too much to drink? That don't fly. What's she gonna tell you?
Drew, if she tell me that, I'm out of there. I want the divorce.
Right, because the woman that you know now, you don't know, outside of getting raped, you don't know what the circumstances is that would have her lay down with another man.
Right.
Because you know her, you know what I mean? And it's like, you know, what's the problem here? And I mean, look, it's you can't fathom it. You can't fathom it. So she had to have been building a relationship with this person for a while. She didn't just was out one night with some friends and just said, let's just do this. No. So for your wife, you know, from what you're describing, for her to do that, for her to have stepped out, there had to have been something meaningful for her to do it. Not off of a dare, not just, oh, I'm just going to do this. No. Did you see that movie Unfaithful with Richard Gere?
So that was good.
Rod, you ever saw that film, Unfaithful?
I haven't. I don't recall seeing.
Bro, find that film and watch it.
For real.
Yo,
yeah, it is good.
That shorty had no.
But she didn't have no reason though for that.
She had no business doing that, and
she didn't have no reason for that.
It got worse and worse and worse and worse. In the very end, I'm sitting there like, yo, how we get it? And the cliffhanger had me upset. I was
you and me both. Because I saw it at the movies. I was like, see, I got to go. Yeah. It takes a turn where you like, wait a minute, what?
Yo, but you remember the scene when he was sitting in the dark and she came home and he done found out. And the line in that film was that because she tried to gaslight him.
He shut all of that down.
She said, "What did you do?" He said, "What did I do? What did you do?" She had a Land Cruiser, a house. He was a business owner, and she was just a bored housewife and did that. And he said,
she took it way too far.
Way too far. And when he did what he did, he said, I'm just gonna ruin the movie for y'all. Y'all just watch it at your leisure.
But the crazy part is he didn't even go over there for that. He didn't even go over there for that.
Out. He blacked out.
That's the part that took me out. I was like, wait.
Dude was polite to him. Like, okay, we're caught. Come on in. Let me give you some coffee. And he said, look, you know, it was her.
Yeah. But remember before he even got over there, remember she caught him with another chick.
Yep. And then got
dude
mad
she
at
was
him.
creeping with and flipped out in the library.
Got mad at him. And then he said, Richard Gere said, you know, when I did that to him, I didn't want to kill him. I wanted to kill you.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, that movie, the emotional roller coaster.
Man, she had that man. Man, she messed up everybody's life with that nonsense.
Yup. And guess what? One motherfucker dead. They stopped. The movie ended when they were in front of the police station.
Right.
I'm like, damn, man. Yo, I was like, did he like knock him unconscious? No, he wrapped the body up. That shit was in the fucking.
Yeah, he put that shit in the back of the Benz, man. He put that in the back of the Benz.
I was
He
like,
would have been
oh
right there with
shit.
him.
That movie's foul as hell, and the ending is foul.
But you know,
and
you know what I think made him snap though. I mean, y'all gonna have to watch it though, even though we talk about it. But remember, he hit it with the snow globe. He gave that bitch that snow globe he hit her with. He gave that to the wife for their first anniversary, and you gonna get it to the nigga you laying up with. That's
yo,
what set him off.
it was bad. Derek Gaines,
And
the
that's when he
movie
cracked him in the
called-
forehead with it, and that was the end.
Derek Gaines want to know the movie's called Unfaithful, starring Richard Gere. It's
Yo,
bad.
yo, for real. But there's so much other
bad.
stuff that go on in that movie. Like it.
Yo, when she got mad at him because he had another girlfriend, and then she was like beating on him, whatever. He didn't take her in the house. She was beating on me. He's like, yeah. He bent her over and gave her back shots in the hallway.
He really did in the damn elevator,
Sent her home.
and she
I
went
was
right
like,
on
But you know
and
what?
proceeded to go home and burn that baby's dinner.
Yup. And then was late picking up the son.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when she said, I can't see you no more. But it was too late.
Right.
It was too late. And there was so many things in that movie that was symbolic that what happens in real life. You know, and I watched that and I was like, yo, I ain't feel
Man, I might have to watch that tonight because that was good.
Yo, I watched that movie like, oh man, that was foul. That movie was foul as fuck, man. That
Ain't
movie,
no
And
way
then
I'm gonna
remember when a homegirl tried,
Ain't
she
no
was like,
way.
yo, don't do that. Don't do. I'm trying to tell
Hold
you.
on.
I'm speaking from-
I'm gonna have to watch something like that in the daytime because ain't no way I'm gonna watch that at night. That's like a nightmare or something.
Man,
That shit sound like a
listen.
you know
nightmare.
what, Rod? You know what, Rod? I challenge you to watch that with your wife.
And see what happens.
Ugh.
I challenge you. I challenge
Yeah,
you.
do that and let me know what you think happened at the end when it go out.
Yep, challenge you to watch that.
Whew.
I'm like, I was
Man.
looking at it like, holy shit, man. Holy shit.
So
I
Drew,
watched
I
with my
got a
wife,
scenario,
and
right?
she was like, oh, she wrong. Oh my God, what? I was like, damn. Like, that was the first time in a while that I felt bad for a character in the movie.
I did. I was like, this is
Richard Gere was the victim 100% in that movie. The victim. And it was with that film that most motherfuckers should understand why Snoop came up saying we don't love them hoes.
for real. Because my thing is, you know what I'm saying, once all of that, you know what I'm saying, once the wheel started in motion and she kept going back over there, no matter what happened, nobody's life is gonna be the same.
Yup.
Hey Drew, I got a scenario, right? Tell me this how you feel about this, right? So I was in prison. So my boy Smokehound from San Diego, he told me like he had a wife or whatever, you know what I'm saying, and the wife is holding him down or whatever, right? But he didn't trip about her sleeping with other dudes or whatever. He tripped about her actually having mental connections to niggas. That's what he was tripping off of, and I was too young at the time. I didn't understand what he was talking about. I was just
So
listening.
he was tripping off of what?
I said he wasn't tripping about her, you know what I'm saying, sleeping with other dudes because she was holding him down, doing everything she was supposed to. He said he would just be tripping about her having a mental connection with these dudes, you know what I'm saying?
Because
I
that's how
I was
women
too
are
young, I didn't
wired. We
understand.
usually require some kind. Usually, if everything is working the way it's supposed to, we require some type of connection to be laying up with you.
Well, you do got some chicks that I seen held dudes down that just did their thing out of town and then came back. You know what I'm saying? And was at the visits and all that. You
So, I
know
mean,
what I'm
that's
saying?
still
long
some
was he
level.
away?
That's still some level of damage. But
How long
anyway,
was he away?
I think Smokehound did about like 6 or 7.
So what was she supposed to do?
I mean, right. I mean, that's even if you're doing 2 to 3 years. You know what I'm saying? I
so you
understand the
can't
whole
just.
situation.
So okay, so the concept of just saying no is just we gonna throw that out the window.
I mean,
We
look,
can't muster no type of control.
she needs a pass, man. Now she was holding him down while he was locked up, right?
Yeah, she was holding him down. Yeah.
All right, so he need to just take that. He need to just take that. What the fuck? What was she supposed to do? Stop her life for 7 years because he fucked up?
Right. But what if he was okay? It's another situation where a dude was down for 8 months. They gave him 16 with half, so he had to do like 8 months. Is it okay for his broad to cheat then?
No.
That's between her and him. Now check this
I
out.
was young, so I don't know.
I was in a relationship years ago with a woman, and she was laying down her do's and don'ts, and fucked me up when she said, "Oh, I'm just letting you know right now, if you get locked up and you go to prison, I'm not dealing with you. I'm not going to Rikers Island to see you, whatever." And I'm just looking at her. And she said, "Do you understand?" I said, "Yeah, I don't plan on going to prison anytime soon."
This is what I'm saying. This is a different kind of damn folks. Cause I was just like,
said, "Yo," I asked her, and I put the question on her, and I said, "Who the fuck are you used to dealing with that you have to put that out there? Who the fuck? Wait a minute." And she was used to dealing with street dudes, which I am not. You got to do it. What the fuck? What kind of disclaimer is that?
Hey, you know, Drew, that's a real thing. I went to jail in Vegas once, right? I was hollering at this little chick or whatever. I called her phone. She left me in the holding tank. Like, I ain't even go upstairs yet. She was like, "I can't do this." I tried to hit her back. She didn't even answer. Luckily, I had a team. You know what I'm saying? I had a little squad, but I was like, damn, she really like ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, they be really with that.
Bro, I don't identify with none of that shit. When Shorty said that to me, I said, "I don't know who you used to dealing with." But let me bring the conversation full circle to what the show's about. Your past matters. I've dealt with a chick and then found out that she had a criminal record. Shoplifting, she cut somebody on a train, all kinds of shit, and I didn't even know that. I'm like, I ain't gonna be around to get cut or stabbed or no. I found out by accident. I'm like, this is some shit that she was supposed to tell me.
The big problem was she was a thief. That was the problem. You was a thief. Yeah, you was still, I'm about it. I can't deal with you.
Can't deal with it. These are things we supposed to know. But damn, but look, man, I gotta run. I gotta get up in the morning. I got some construction I gotta do in this living room. I gotta move furniture and gotta get my brother to come help me because a nigga arm is fucked up. But it is what it is, man. Oz, let everyone know how they can find you, Queen.
You can find me on Oz 78 on YouTube.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You be cooking. Demon, man, salute to you, man. You be doing content anytime?
Oh yeah, I do. My other page, I didn't log in on that channel, but y'all can find me on the Insane Talk podcast where we talk NBA, NFL, boxing, and more. Insane Talk.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We in that thing. My brother Rod Neal, man. You gonna be in Vegas this year?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there. That's the plan, man. I had some things that done started coming up. That's brother.
I got my room, I got my airline ticket. I'm all ready to go. So
yeah, I got this thing. I got everything booked, man. But I just done had some stuff to pop up that I hope does not change my intentions. I got everything booked, so I definitely would hate to move anything. But
well,
man,
I'll see you there.
Just know it's gonna be hot.
You already know the stars coming out to come fuck with us, man. You already know.
Yep.
Just know when y'all get out here, it's gonna be hot. But
I'm only bringing like 2 shirts. I'm good.
You're gonna need more. Trust me, it get hot in Vegas. Super hot.
I'm bringing 2 tank tops and sunblock. I'm good.
That's right. Well, all right, Drew, I get it, y'all. Appreciate it.
All right, y'all be easy.
Let's say Amina, salute, Queen. You know you got to open. You're always welcome up here, sis. Absolutely.
All right, I appreciate you having me. Have a good night.
All right, baby. Peace.
Bye.
Man, salute to everybody for hanging with us this Friday evening. Salute to everybody. Venmo, Zelle, Cash App, Super Chat. And I'm going to keep my eye on this thing. We're going to get in deep on Monday about the case itself. But tonight, I just wanted to talk and let everyone know Cassie is further proof that your past matters. And ladies, I wasn't really talking about you. I wasn't only talking about you. Read the title. I didn't say ladies, your past matters. I said Cassie is further proof that your past matters, meaning men and women. I gave 2 scenarios about the men and women. Obviously, your past matters. Body count matters. what you used to do for a living matters. Your life in your household, where you used to live, that matters. And men too, you want to know if that man used to sell big drugs. You want to know if that man was bisexual or gay 10 years prior to you meeting him. You want to know that stuff. You need to know that stuff. Your past matters. And Cassie is now in a courtroom, and the world is quoting the 10-year freak-off relationships that she participated in. She was not a victim. Whole time I'm listening to what the news is saying, this was me listening to it.
Can I ask you what's going on? 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 Can I ask you what's going on?
Y'all take it gently, man. I'll see y'all Monday.
The Painful Excellence Podcast.